Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get all of the Telegram alpha calls in one place. All you need is to click the link in our description below and join this Discord channel. This Discord channel has no affiliation with myself. It's just one Discord channel that I personally use to trade with, and it's made me a lot of money. I want to thank the guy who made this Utica Alpha, by the way. He's got a great multi-buy alpha feature that is really good, but that's a paid feature. So this is the free feature that you can use. So this is a Telegram call scraper. Now what he does is he puts loads of different Telegram alpha groups into one channel, so you see all the messages from one place. I love this because I've been following a lot of different Telegram alpha channels, and it's hard to manage when you're following loads. It's hard to see all the calls in one place. So this is just great because you get to see all of these calls coming in at one point. So what I do is I usually keep this open on one side of the screen and just wait for a contract address to be posted. Usually when a contract address is posted from a big Telegram call, then that usually indicates that there's going to be a massive pump, because these Telegram channels have thousands of people in that are all trading meme coins. So essentially, if they're going to be shouting out a certain coin and you find out that loads of these Telegram alphas are shouting out a certain coin, then it gives you an idea, right, well, this is going to pump, should I get in now? But what you need to do, sometimes you can scroll through and find tokens up here that are a bit later, but usually if you scroll up, then you've usually missed the boat sometimes, because these meme coin pumps can be really quick. Sometimes though, you can get in still and it can be decent. For example, this person shouted out this pill coin before, which is meant to represent pump fun. And there is a bit of speculation and rumors that potentially pump fun could be behind this because they are following the token. When a person shouted this out, it was around 8 a.m. in the morning for me. So as you can see, around 8 a.m. in the morning, there's been a massive pump. So from 3 million, it went all the way up to 7 million. Now, it just gives you an idea of what you can actually do with this. I've been finding, though, when I've been trading this, that usually the majority of people that get into these Telegram calls, but at the moment in the market space right now, usually they're just looking for a 2x. They'll try and 2x the money and then get out. And the majority of people will do this. So what you need to do with this tactic is just to get in for a 2x. Maybe you could break even. You could sell 50% of your bags once it 2x's, or you could sell 75% and let the rest ride and just get a bit of a profit. It's up to you how you do it, but it just gives you an idea of what's trending at the moment. If you keep this open all day, usually I see that there's a lot of activity in American time zones and Asian time zones. So if you're in American and Asian time zones, I'd just keep this open, wait for something to be shouted out, and then have a look at investing into it. If you're one of the first into these tokens that they're shouting out and you're in early, then there's a massive opportunity to actually get in for a pump. I've been finding this is a great way to see. Okay, so there's been a new message right here. I'm just going to have a look at it real quick. It's nothing to do with actual tokens. So sometimes you can see that there's no tokens mentioned. Obviously, some people are just talking to their own community. So here we go. Here's one where someone's posted this token twice, and they've just said that gambled on this. Trump just posted on Truth Social is the profile picture of his good friend, and someone made a token out about it. Now you need to see what a lot of people are investing into at the moment in this space. Now, at the moment, because of the trends around DeepSeek and Trump just getting into office, a lot of Trump-related tokens and a lot of AI-related DeepSeek tokens are popping off. So what you need to do is just have a look in Twitter, look at what's trending, and just get an overall guide of what is trending within the world right now. Because if there is something trending, then the likelihood is somebody has made a meme coin behind it, and people are making millions off of just following trends. On Sunday, there were a lot of people posting about this fart around and find out coin. So, or fuck around and find out coin. I'm not sure what it's called. But as you can see, the market cap's 4.4 million, but it peaked at a 90 million market cap. Now, I managed to get in at a 6 million market cap from this channel. So this channel, a couple of people posted it, said, oh my God, Trump's just posted this on his Truth Social. Oh my God. And what it was an image. I can see if I can try and get the image. It's basically an image of Trump with a hat on. It's like an AI image, and in the background it says FAFO. Now, because of all the hype around Trump, it massively skyrocketed to this level. I think I sold it around I think I went to bed around this bit. I think I sold around a 60 million market cap. So that's a 10x. It was massive. Yeah, it was literally a 10x in a couple hours. So you get the power behind this. This just gives you an idea of what everyone's jumping into. But it doesn't, not every token that is shouted out is going to be a winner. So let's just have a look at this token that this person shouted out. This AGM, he's great. I've followed a couple of his trades. Sometimes they'll win, sometimes they'll lose. But if we have a look at this right now, the market cap is currently at 552,000. Now, he posted this around 10:41 p.m. So we can then prove that this works by looking at the pump. So obviously he posted it around this time. It was around 400k market cap, and it's done exactly what I've said again. It's went for a 2x, went to 800k market cap, and then everyone sold off. At the moment in the space, everyone's looking for these 2x's. I can find it through the Telegram groups, and you can look through. There's just too many people that are not holding on and too many people that are cheating. So always make sure that you get some of your profits back when you do this tactic, because not every token is going to skyrocket like that fart around and find out coin. This is great for beginners who just have no idea what to look for in the meme coin space. Now, I'm not going to lie, GMGN is a really great exchange, but one of the problems that I find, and especially a lot of other people will be finding, especially if they're new to this, is that they'll be trying to trade using the filters on GMGN or BullX Neo or any of these other exchanges using this section right here. And while it is great, while you can potentially make a lot of money for beginners, it can get confusing because you don't know what's going to work and what's not. So with GMGN, every time one of these have been called in this Telegram section, I'd first look at just a couple different things that will help you to decide if it's worth investing into or not. Now, sometimes if you'll see a gold X next to the name, that just means that the Twitter account that is linked with this meme coin, that means that they've changed the name of the Twitter account. It's not a brand new Twitter account. So when people do this, they're usually rug pulls. What they'll do is they'll create a Twitter account, change the name, and then they'll promote a different coin after promoting a rug pull. And usually you can get to see that a lot of the people that are doing this are rug pullers. So if you see a gold X next to here, stay away from it. Not only that, we also need to be looking at the top 10 holders. Usually I want to be finding coins that are below 18%. That is the goal, really. We want to be finding those type of tokens. If it's anything higher than 18%, there's going to be a higher likelihood that this could potentially dump on you. If all the top 10 holders are holding a massive percent and then they all decide to sell, it'll cause a massive crash in the price, and that's one thing that you want to avoid. So not only that, there's also this audit section right here. So click on this. If everything's yes and everything's in green, then great. It's probably a decent coin to invest into, especially if it's been mentioned in one of these Telegram channels down here, because it's going to bring in a load of new volume. So if you find a token on here that is a couple hours old and you're like, maybe I should invest into it, I don't know, this is like a better guide of figuring out how should you invest into this or not. So underneath the buying section is the volume. Now, volume is so important for meme coin trading. Even if it's been shouted out here and in the 5-minute volume, it is not high at all. You want to be looking for volume that is the highest. I usually look for volume that can be around 50,000 to 100k on this section right here. And I want to be finding buy amounts that are higher than the sell amounts. Now, obviously the buys at the moment are 3k and the sells are 2k. So that just means that the price of this coin isn't going to be moving too much. As you can see, it's just went up from 400,000 or just 500,000 to nearly 600,000 a couple of minutes. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, that's great. That's great. It's only took a couple of minutes to increase in price, but there are so many other meme coins that have got a higher amount of volume that you can make a lot more money from in a quicker time period. So you want to be looking out for them tokens. We'll quickly analyze this AGI alpha that's been shouted out by this Levi's alpha. Okay, so this is the right token. Sometimes on GMGN, the market cap can lag out and show you the market cap from the previous token you looked at. So one thing you need to do is click this market cap section here. So it'll change the price here to market cap. This is a better way of figuring out, right, how much am I going to make from this? So if you invest at 6 million and it goes up to 12 million, that's a 2x. But I'm not too sure why he shouted out this token. Obviously, it went on a crazy run, and obviously it's slowed down right now. It's only at 6.6 million market cap, and it's slowed down in the volume section. So if you invested in now, look at the volume. There's not much movement at all. And if you look at the top 10 holders, they're holding over 48%. The audit, it passes the audit, but it's just the top 10 holders, they own 48%. Now, it's not too bad when it's a coin with millions of market cap, but if you're buying in, if you see this and you think, oh, I'm going to buy in, it's going to pump up again at this region, you're buying at 16 million and it crashes down, then you've lost a load of your money. This is the point with meme coins. It can be really risky, but it can give you incredible gains at the same time. So this is what you need to look for: the amount of volume in the 5 minutes. Make sure the buys are higher, and check the audit as well. Okay, so we just got a call. Mox AI pre-launch call, 4x from pre-launch. Yeah, so this was ETH coin. I actually mentioned this coin in one of my videos the other day. So I seen this a couple of days ago and managed to get in at the actual launch, and it's been 4x from the pre-launch call and 3x from the dip. So I've not even checked it, to be honest. This is on one of my other exchanges because it's Ethereum. So that just goes to show this can actually work. So let's quickly have a look at the chart, because this only launched yesterday. This token only came out yesterday. And this is the great thing behind these Telegram calls, is it gives you an idea and just gives you more of an idea of what people are investing into. So the market cap is currently 78,000. Which is all right for Ethereum-based tokens. Usually with Solana, you'll see a lot more movement. So yeah, I believe I got in literally at the start around here, I sniped in. So I'm on a currently 4x, so which is great. And why I actually looked at this token, so obviously Royal Degen called it out. And then I looked at the token, and the token is basically, it's got a different amount of utilities. It's an AI video editor and can create music. And a lot of times people will be calling out tokens that went for a little pump, and people think, all right, well, it could go back up to this region. So this person's shouted it out when it's underneath 1 million market cap. At its highest, it was 3 million. So you could potentially get a 3x call from this. And sometimes it doesn't usually work. Sometimes it doesn't actually work properly. So this is just a guide. This just gives you a great idea of what's actually working and what's going on within the trenches. Do you know what I mean? Yesterday, they shouted out this token. I managed to get into it, and it went to around 200k. I think at its highest, it went to 400k. So I did make a bit of a profit with it, but that was the highest it went to, 400k. So you've just got to keep an eye out and just make sure you realize what tokens are doing what. Now, Levi's Alpha, in my opinion, has been some of the best shout outs I've been seeing on this group. So keep an eye out for his shout outs on there. Or you could just go on his Twitter or Telegram and find that. But he shouted out this Trim token, which was, I believe, TGR Trades has made this. So we'll look at Trim real quick. I didn't manage to get into this because I thought I missed the boat. It was already at 6 million market cap. And to me, I just want to be getting into the tokens as early as possible. That's where you make the most money, not from this. Because the problem that I have with a lot of these tokens is that if you're buying in at 4 mil market cap, buying in at these high market caps, it's a bit more riskier, because if it drops like it just does, like it's done here, where it's went to 6 million, you bought it at 6 million and it dropped down to 1.5 million, you're not going to be very happy, are you? So this is why I try to find the early entries as quickly as possible. But if it's getting a lot of traction, it could be worth investing into. One thing that will happen if the volume starts decreasing and the amount of sales start increasing on the 5 minute, that gives you an idea that there's going to be a dump off. So if you're the type of person that's only looking for like a 2x, 3x, and just to make sure to get the profits in, keep an eye out for this. When the 5 minutes when the sales start to approach the buys, the amount of volume in the sales starts to over skyrocket the amount of buys, then if you're just trying to trade, then potentially use that as, all right, okay, maybe this token might dump off a bit now. and I'll sell it and move on to the next token. So thank you for watching. You can find a link to all of this down below and subscribe to us for more trading content.